All right, everyone, welcome back to round one, Snakes and Trees versus the Wimbledon Goon. Snakes and Trees currently leading 2-0 going into the third and potentially the final map. This is a best of four, but if you win 3 in a row, the fourth game is not played. So Wimbledon Goons need to win this game if they actually want to stay in it. And if you remember correctly, we played the first game on Altered Divide, second one was on DSDR, and the third one is going to be on Red Rock. So that is this game. We are waiting for the players to finish loading in, and then we will get started. Anytime now, they should be loading in. We hope. Oh, we hear them. They are coming in now. So let's hop into the game and let's see what is happening. So Snakes and Trees is the blue team and Goons are the red team. So we've got Goon Roger starting with the C spawn, not as common in a lot of other ones. And we have a armed vehicle lab coming in bot. We've got a core vehicle lab coming in mid. And IG Premium has yet to decide on his lab, but we'll see how that goes. Doughface is also going to go armed vehicles, opting for the high ground lab instead of the low ground lab that we commonly see. Could be unfamiliar with the map or could be a preference. And we've got the vehicle lab starting from Premium, 2max vehicle lab. Quite an opening. And Soli has also gone for a C start here. He's going to go 1max with 2 titles into vehicle lab, and it looks like Roger did the same. All right, so we've got those two, and let's see what else is happening. A1 Time has decided he wants to go vehicles and is opening out with some scouts. On My Face has yet to drop his lab. This is a full greed build. Look at that. He took all 5 mexes and is dropping E. Drops 2 LLTs before lab. This man is on a mission. I'm just not sure what the mission is. Oh, Zombine shared a mex to Soli to give him a slight starting economic advantage, and Zombine has gone air. This could be a little concerning, especially if that's a core air start, because if there are Shuris on the field and they don't have an answer, this could be quite disastrous. Here, Kyle the Swan is coming in for his scout. Let's see what this rascal can see. Swerving in, it sees the LLT and it sees the LLT and it dies horribly. But he's got another one on the bot. Oh yeah, here we go. All right. Gets a mex and is still running around, still putting in work. Let's go, little rascal. Look at this XP chalking up, and there is... Oh man, there are rocket bots starting, but he doesn't have any pawns to fight with this. Depending on if Kyle APM stalls, there could be a ton of work here. Elsewhere on the map, though, there is quite a bit of action happening in other places. It looks like A1 Time was able to get a little bit of a raid off on Kyle while Kyle was raiding him. Looks like we've got a dead max and a few dead units, and he's going to come back in for more. Soli is likewise harassing Roger down here, but Roger has hovers and blitz of his own, so he should be able to repel this aggression. But unfortunately, A1 Time is putting in quite a bit of work with these rascals. Oh, caster curse. I apologize, A1. Talked you up and you immediately lost your units. Solely pushing forward with the super aggressive LLT. Does he have a rear? He doesn't have a rear LLT, so he needs to be pretty careful, because if Roger just swoops past, he can kill his lab and everything else. But solely just gonna... He's just gonna T-pose and throw an incisor straight into Roger. Just let him know who's boss. I don't even need these tanks. I can just throw them at you and I don't even care. We've got a lone incisor holding Kyle's choke point here, and A1 Time's commander is pushing forward, coming to claim some max. Want to get all that economy. Looks like Soli's comm is down here essentially holding this alone. He's gotten a few tanks out, but now he's M-stalled, and even though has this frontline set, he has none of the mexes behind it. This is a little concerning. It feels like if Waffle is able to come down and collapse, Soli just won't have the units to fight him off. Roger is gonna send up some rascals or some rovers of his own to scout, but it looks like A1 times commander finds those and kills those. But Waffle is starting to slowly send down scouts, and with enough scouts you should be able to just kill solely. Neither player on bot deciding to be very aggressive. Doughface has yet to leave his ramp. What is he? Whoa, my man with the tier 2 tech while building vehicles with the T1 lap. All right, so on my face has seen that there's nothing here. He's got double cons coming. They want to take all of these mexes. They want to try to maximize that. And Dr. Goldfish has taken the first mid-high, and now he's going for the second mid-high ground with the triple mechs, and he's going to have rockets up to just rain down devastation on all the Goons players who are on that side. In the same regard, Soli is holding 1v2 up here, and Waffle pings it. He says, hey guys, we should really have another player here because there's an entire army about to collapse in on us. Where are our units? What is happening here? And Premium's gonna have to pull back his comm to try to adjust, but this could be a real short game if those grunts run up. Doe didn't detonate his commander for T2. So Doe still has the commander actually, so it might not be the end of the world. He could probably repel that, but if those run straight down into eco, there's very little the Goons are going to be able to do. Soli is still holding this 1v2 with incisors, but this could be the end of the line as Waffle's medium tanks are going to run past his commander, and I can imagine into his lab, or not. They're going to chill. All right, little siesta. Ooh. Dr. Goldfish's calm trades. Actually, never mind. I say ooh, but if you're rooting for snakes and trees, that's an awesome trade for him. If you're rooting for Goons, that's definitely a little concerning. Soli and Roger might end up trading comms too, which I don't know if they can really do, although Waffle has another comm. Waffle needs to get this comm in, but Waffle is doing an incredible raid on Soli here, doing tons of damage. He might be able to snipe this comm and keep his stouts alive. Super concerning. Soli needs slightly better reactions, but no, don't let him dig on you. Run, Waffle! Soli with the 4 medium tank D-gun. That was meaty. But while he's been occupied, Roger has an entire army of Blitz coming out ready to attack. And A1 time and Dr. Goldfish have pushed through mid, and Goons are kind of on the ropes. They're getting shoved back here pretty brutally. And there is no T2 going down for snakes and trees, but there is a bomber, and the T2 lab, hopes and the dreams and everything that came with it is gone. We missed that bombing run, but apparently it was devastating enough to completely remove that T2 lab, or he had to cancel it, and now he's making units. We are waiting for On My Face to drop the hammer and push in and wreck some eco, but Soli is still holding 1v2 somehow. He's definitely been pushed off his initial position, but good work by him to give his team more space. We just need On My Face, who's in a 1 versus 0, to really pull through and kill the entire enemy team. A1 time coming in for Lashers. Oh, you gotta run these D-gun. No energy? Oh, no E. Oh, brutal. He's gonna lose this comm, it looks like. 89. Oh, 57. 21. Oh, the last shot from the Lasher. Oh, no. That's not what you want if you're snakes and trees. It's a tough world out there. All right, Roger is holding. And with no one going T2, but with the airplay from Zombie, and this is definitely going to get a little rough. They already have a pretty substantial economic advantage, and Zombie trying to fly and take all these other mechs is going to be pretty crippling. On My Face is chilling. Still chilling. Oh! Eat your heart out, Lost Dead Man. The gauntlet has arrived. All right, and let's zoom back out and see Soli still fighting. Looks like a lot of medium tank on medium tank, and there is a ton of reclaim here. 1.5k metal, which he honestly needs to grab. He is essentially M-stalled, but if he can secure that reclaim, he could potentially fight on with equal numbers of tanks. Uh-oh. And it looks like it's no longer a 1 versus 0. It looks like it's a 1v1 or 1v a bunch of backline. So pawns are going to come through and see everything here. They're going to see this commander. You have to imagine these thugs and rockets just run in and kill this base, right? Where are we going, boys? Where are we going, boys? All right, or not. They're chilling. They decide, you know, hey, the weather is not nice when, you know, in the south this time of year. They just want to stay up in the north. They like the climate. They like the setting. Oh, wait, no. Their indecision has been removed, and On My Face decides, you know what, boys? Go in there and kill that base. There's one LLT. There's 1,500 metal worth of you can make this happen. Goon's gonna pull back his comm though. I think with good D-guns he should be able to hold this, but we'll see. He gets one. Commander's still losing quite a bit. Even though there is a lot of damage coming from these, I don't know if it's gonna be enough to hold it back. I guess it might be. What's our boy Doughface doing? Okay, Doughface popping out a tank, couple tanks. So it looks like Premium might be able to hold this, but On My Face is a massive economic advantage, and there is an endless army of thugs, rocket bots, and trashers coming towards him. Meanwhile, Solely still holding. This man feels like the MVP. He's able to survive this 1v2 matchup and open up all these other lanes for his allies to fight. Looks like Zombien had to fly back and hold the choke here, so good play from him. He's doing his best as an air player. Oh, and the whirlwinds are en route. Let's see what we can get done. Where are the whirlwinds going? All right. Whirlwinds en route, team. Whirlwinds en route, and we are coming for the lab. Not the lab, for the lab, maybe. All right, he gets the lab, huge. That's actually massive, and he's gonna start rolling through all the rest of the economy. This is super scary for Goon. He might need to spread those out, but coming back around, and there is no air to contest this, and there's no AA to speak of, so these bombers are probably just gonna end the game right now. They're gonna go for another lab to the side. And while that's happening, unfortunately for Kyle the Swan, his entire front is falling to an army of maces. Ooh, it looks like Solely finally has to give up his commander, but looking at unit counts, it looks like he took a large number of tanks with him, so it isn't too badly offset. Someone gave him resbot, so these grave robbers are gonna try to res his commander. That might take a bit, but we'll see if he can get out more medium tanks, and he won't even need to. It looks like these whirlwinds have destroyed 4 bases, and they've only lost a few of them. So this is starting to look real dire for our boys, the Wimbledon Goons. On My Face pushing in for yet another attack on Premium, and this time it doesn't look like Premium is going to be able to survive. We've got the legendary Thug Push, and they have decided this is their lane, this is their home, they want this base. And unfortunately, Premium is caught between 2 armies. There is nowhere to run. His What? Oh my word. All right, well, they trade commanders because this gauntlet has decided to put in work, which is honestly amazing. It's still ground firing where the commander was, but shout out to my boy Doughface for the kill on that. Unfortunately, the rest of his allies are currently getting mace walked, and these maces are in charge and ready to end this game. This is essentially an insurmountable lead now for Snakes and Trees, but this is the final game, so Goons might just be trying to hold on to see if they can survive as long as possible. And it looks like Zombien with the T2 air tech sharing out air cons now. And here we go, the thug walk up the side. They have decided it is time, and he's gonna come up here and dislodge Doughface. Snakes and Trees does only have 1 commander, and Goon has 3, but with such a massive difference in economy and army, you have to feel like it's essentially over regardless. All right, Doface trying to bring his comm in. He could comm bomb and kill more or less all of these. Unfortunately, that'll also be his base. 3 rocket bots survive and nothing else. The gauntlet is still here, firing away at something. I think firing away at the ground, still on high trajectory. And Goon Waffle is coming up. This is the last comm, and he detonates it, and that is the end of the game. Kyle attempts to call for a truce. You have to respect the man for attempting it, and in what is an awesome fashion, On My Face is able to golden cow this one. So Sit in each one of their games has had a different person get a golden cow and a different person perform. So I think that we can all respect the work that they've done. And that is it. It is not going to go to a game 3. That is all she wrote, unfortunately, for Goons and fortunately for Snakes and Trees. So that is the end of their round 1 matchup. And we'll see where they end up in round 2.